A windy day. I'm so glad you came to play. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Clap, clap. Good morning, my story time friends. Can you wave really big and show me you're here today? Hello. Good morning, my friends in the back of the room. Good morning, my friends in the middle of the room. Good morning, my friends in the front of the room. I'm so glad you're here today. My name's Mr. Jim, and I work here at the Fayetteville Public Library, and this is Toddler Story Time. We're going to sing some songs today. We're going to read some books. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really glad you get to be a part of it today. Can we take a second? We're going to wave at the black cameras on the walls. Can you find the black cameras on the walls and wave really big to the cameras? Good morning, our friends watching Story Time, because we live stream all of our story times. And if you can't make it to the library, you can still watch the live streams or the recordings after. We would love for you to be a part of Story Time virtually too, but we're really glad you're here too. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. A reminder of our Super Saturday this week. Super Saturdays happen every Saturday at the library that we're open. This Saturday, we've got something special. We've got Temple Shalom coming for Celebrate Hanukkah Story Time. There'll be some fun and activities as well as stories happening in this story time room at 10 o'clock this Saturday morning. No registration. You can just show up for that. And we would love for you to be a part of that. We love having Temple Shalom here to talk about Hanukkah. So we hope you'll celebrate Hanukkah with us this Saturday at 10 o'clock. I want to remind you about 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, too. 1,000 Books is our introductory program to get your little ones hooked on books. Every time you read a book together, whether it's the same book 1,000 times or a different book 1,000 times, you're going to mark it in a log like this. You'll earn points and prizes along the way. It goes from 1 all the way to 1,000 to get your little one introduced to books. That's something you can sign up for at the preschool desk. If you've not signed up for this program yet, we would love for you to start. There's no wrong time to start. It's free, and we would love for you to be a part of it. Sign up at the preschool desk if you're interested. Okay, my friends, that's all my announcements for now. So let's sing another good morning song. Do you want to sing another song with me? We're going to wake up our bodies for story time. Do you want to wake up with me? We're going to start with our hands. Can you show me your hands? How can we wake up our hands? What if we wake up our hands with the clap, 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 clap. We wake up our hands with the clap, 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 getting ready for story time. Very good. Can you find your eyeballs? Find your eyes. Our eyes help us to see. How can we wake up our eyes? That's right. We wake up our eyes with the blink, 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 blink. Blink, blink, blink. We wake up our eyes with the blink, 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 getting ready for story time. Put your hands on your head, your whole head. Find your head. Can you nod your head? That's right. We wake up our heads with the nod, 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 nod. We wake up our head with the nod, 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 getting ready for story time. That's right. Can you find your toes? Your toes down on the floor? Can you tap them on the floor? Tap, 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 tap. We wake up our toes with the tap, 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 tap. We wake up our toes with the tap, 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 getting ready for story time. I need to wake up my legs next. If you would like, you can stand up with me. We're going to wake up our legs. How can we wake them up? We're going to jump. We wake up our legs with the jump, 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 jump. Jump, jump, jump. We wake up our legs with the jump, 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 getting ready for story time. Very good. Sit back down. We have one more thing to do. Find your belly button. You don't have to show me your belly button, but find your belly button. Can you beep your belly? Beep, 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 beep. We wake up our bellies with the beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep. We wake up our bellies with the beep, 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 getting ready for story time. Oh, that was so silly. Thank you, my friends. Give yourself a round of applause. Good job. We are awake for story time today. But today in story time, we're going to talk about some animals that go to sleep for a long time. Did you know when it gets cold outside, some animals sleep for a really That's right, frogs do it too. We were talking about animals that hibernate today. That's a big word. Can you say hibernate? Hibernate means they go to sleep for a long time. When I go to sleep, when Mr. Jim goes to sleep, he usually just sleeps for one night and then he wakes up in the morning. Some bears and frogs and squirrels and bats and other animals, they go to sleep and then they don't wake up until it's springtime outside. until it's warm outside again. That's a long time. Sometimes turtles do too. You're so smart for knowing that. Good job. Today we're going to read some stories about bears and other animals that are going to sleep for the cold times, the cold months, because it's getting cold outside, isn't it? It was pretty windy this morning. We're going to start with this book, I think. Bears eat people. I think bears like to eat fish and berries more than people. If people leave bears alone, they're not going to. I haven't seen a dinosaur before. Have you seen a dinosaur? Oh, no, me either. I hope they stay away. Let's start with this book. We're going to read this book first. This book is called William's Winter Nap. What do you see on the front of this book? Is that an animal or a person? Oh, it's a person. What's sleeping next to him? I think it's some other animals from the forest. And on the back, it's cold outside. It's starting to snow. We're going to talk about William and the animals that have to come and sleep at his house. You think there's a bear in this book? I think we'll find out together. Let's read this book first. There are 3 things I like to do when we read stories together. The first thing that we do is we make sure we're sitting on our bottoms so we can use our eyes to see the story. And you're already doing that. Thank you very much, my friends. The second thing we do is we put on our listening ears. Very good. Here are my ears. The third thing we do is we catch a big bubble in our mouth and blow it out slow, but not on your neighbor. Catch another big bubble. Very good, my friends. That helps us turn our voices off. Our ears are on and listening, and we're sitting down to see the first story, William's Winter Nap. This book's by Linda Ashman. There's William's house, and it is really, really snowy outside. I wonder if we'll get more snow this year. There's Chipmunk. Chipmunk looks cold outside. Here's William in his house, and here comes the story. In a house on a hill that's tall and steep, there's a boy named William who's ready to sleep. He drinks his cocoa and climbs into bed. He fluffs his pillow beneath his head. Then he burrows down deep for a long, nice nap. But he wakes up to the sound of a tap, tap, tap. Can you make that sound? Tap, tap, tap. He hears a voice outside. There's someone at his window. The voice says, "Excuse me, but I've lost my way. I'm cold and tired. May I please stay?" Will says, "Yes, I'll scooch a bit. There's room for 2. I'm sure we'll fit." It's Chipmunk. Chipmunk needs a place to stay. Oh, look, Chipmunk got into William's bed too, where it's nice and warm. He's not out in the cold now. The 2 climbed in bed and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night." Can you say that? Good night. It's quiet. Just the clocks tick, tock, tick, tock. But wait, what's that? Knock, knock, knock. Can you make that sound? Knock, knock, knock. There's someone at the window. Oh, it's at the door. "Oh, what a lovely, cozy place. Could you spare a smidge of space?" It's Porcupine. Porcupine is out in the cold and needs a place to stay. Can Porcupine come inside? Oh, that's so nice. Will says, "Yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for 3. I'm sure we'll fit." Do you think all 3 can fit in the bed? Yep. There's Will, there's Porcupine, and there's Chipmunk. The 3 climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night, good night." It's peaceful in the sleepy room until that is the boom, boom, boom. Can you make that sound? Boom, boom, boom. Who is booming? Oh, it's Beaver. Beaver's at the door, and he's cold too. "My toes are numb. My tail is too. Okay if I come in with you?" Should we let Beaver in? Okay, that's really nice. Will says, "Yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for 4. I'm sure we'll fit." The 4 climb in and curl up tight. They yawn and say, "Good night, good night." 1, 2, 3, 4. Ping, ping, ping. Could that be rain? Nope, it's pebbles on the window pane. "May I come in? I need some rest. I promise I'm a perfect guest." It's Raccoon. Raccoon's at the window. Will says, yes, we'll scooch a bit. There's room for 5. I'm sure we'll fit. The 5 climb in and curl up tight. They yawn, and what do they say? Good night. Good night. Do you think they'll ever get to bed? The sound of snoring, soft and slow, then crunch. Some footsteps in the snow. Someone's outside. A note is slipped under the door. It says, do you have room for just one more? Do you think there's room in his bed for one more friend? Who could it be? The other animals don't look happy. They say, I'd rather not. Too squished. No space. There's got to be some other place. We don't have room. Too hard to fit. No way. We can't consider it. Will says, if it's someone small, it might not be so hard at all. Do you think it's someone small at the door? He tugs the door to see who's there. Uh-oh. Oh my. Who's that? Oh, Bear. Big Bear's at the door. Bear says, I saw your light on through the trees. I'm lonely. May I join you, please? Is there room for Bear? No. Oh, no. Bear shivers in the falling snow. Oh, I see. No room. That's fine. I'll go. Oh. Bear has to go back in the cold? It's awfully cold, says Will. The snow! The ice! He'd keep us warm. He seemed quite nice, the other animals say. They all say, wait! We'll scooch a bit. There's room for 6. Somehow we'll fit. The 6 climb into bed. Look at all those friends in the bed. They yawn and say, good night. Good night. Good night. How did they all fit in that bed? Sweet dreams, my friends, says Will. Sleep tight. I'll see you in the warm spring light. All the animals came out of the cold, and they got to stay at Will's house where it was nice and warm. They'll sleep until the cold's gone and it's warm outside. That was really nice of Will, wasn't it? Those big animals fit in the bed too. I'm surprised. Guess what, my friends? That's the end of this story, so we're going to say the end. The end. That was William's winter nap. If you want to know what happens next, I've got the spring book on my table over there. Good listening, my friends. Okay, next, we're going to tell a story with our fingers. Can you wiggle your fingers? I need your help to tell this story. It's about a bear. Here is a cave. Can you make a cave? Inside is a bear. Now he comes out. Can you stick your thumb out? For some fresh air. He stays outside all summertime in the sunshine and the heat. He hunts in the forest for berries to eat. Can you look all around for berries? Bear's looking for berries. When the snow starts to fall, he hurries inside his warm little cave where he will hide. Hide your bear head. Snow covers the floor in a fluffy white rug. Inside the bear cave, he sleeps all cozy and snug. Oh, good job. Can we tell that story one more time? One more time. Here is a cave. Inside is a bear. Now he comes out to get some fresh air. He stays out in the summertime in the sunshine and heat. He hunts in the forest for berries to eat. When the snow starts to fall, he hurries inside his cave where he will hide. Snow covers the cave floor like a fluffy white rug, but inside his bear cave, he is cozy and snug. Oh, good job, my friends. You told a story about a bear with your fingers. Good storytelling, my friends. Thank you very much. Let's go to my board over here. I've got something else to show you. I have some very sleepy bears on my board over here. Some of my friends helped me count them earlier. Can you help me count them again? How many bears are up here on this green board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 very sleepy bears. And just like the last story that we read, these bears are all sharing the same bed. That's just like those stuffy bears. But in this bed, there's not enough room for this little bear. This little bear needs a lot of space to sleep. Can you sing a song about 5 bears in the same bed? Oop, did I lose the tune? Oh. 5 little monkeys jumping on 5 sleepy bears sleeping in the bed. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That happens sometimes. Okay, I got it. There we go. 5 sleepy bears asleep in the cave. 1 rolled over and, oh no. Thank you so much. Okay. And the little one said, roll over. And they all rolled over, but 1 fell out. Oh no. Thank you, my friends in the back. Now there is 1, 2, 3, 4 bears. There were 4 bears. Yep. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. So they all rolled over, and 1 fell out. Oh no. Now there's 1, 2, 3. Only 3 bears. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. So they all rolled over, and what happened? 1 fell out. Oh no. Now there's 1, 2 sleepy bears. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over. So they both rolled over, and this one fell out. Now how many are left? Just 1. There was 1 in the bed, and that little one said, does he say roll over? No, he says, I'm lonely. So all the bears come back to bed. And now he's not so lonely anymore. Good job, my friends. Thank you to my friends that remember how that song is supposed to go. Oh, now he's sitting on that bear. Isn't that silly? That's not very comfortable, is it? Thank you for counting the bears with me, my friends. Good job. Let's go to another storybook. I can read from another storybook. Guess what? I've got a really big book. And look, it's got another bear on it. This book is called Bear Snores On. Can you snore like a bear? And look, it's got other animal friends that are coming to see Bear, but Bear is asleep. Oh no, he's going to miss his friends. Do you want to find out what happens in this big book with me? Let's read this one. Can we go through our checklist again? Are you sitting on your bottom to see the story? Thank you very much. Are your listening ears on? Thank you very much. Did you catch a bubble? Thank you very much. We're ready for the next story. Bear Snores On. Here's Bear's Cave. It's really snowy outside again. By Karma Wilson. Thank you, Karma. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day and he sleeps through the night. He's sleeping all the time. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat, creep crawls in the cave from the fliff cold snow. Oh, tiptoe. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dank, too dark. So he lights a small fire with a small hot spark. Look, he made a little fire. The coals pip-pop, and the wind doesn't stop. But the bear snores on. Shh, don't wake up Bear, little mouse. 2 glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And a hare pops in. Hare's like a rabbit. Do you see white hair here? "Ho, Mouse," says Hare. "Long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. They're having popcorn and tea as a snack. Mouse sips wee slurps. Hare burps big burps. Oop, excuse me. But the bear snores on. Do you think they're going to wake up Bear with all their noise? A badger scuttles by, sniffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share?" "I brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." Now they have popcorn and tea and honey nuts. And they nibble, and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm," twitters Wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Look at all these animals in Bear's house. They tweet and they twitter. They chat and they chitter. But the bear snores on. How does the bear sound? That's right. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew. Then a small, can you hold up a small pepper flake? A small itty bitty pepper flake makes the bear, he goes, achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Oh no. Bear woke up and all these animals are in his house. And the bear wakes up and he gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. And bear growls and he grumbles. The other animals look afraid. Bear says, "You've snuck in my lair and you've all had fun. But me, I was sleeping and I've had none." Oh, Bear is sad. And he whimpers and he moans. He wails and he groans. And the bear blubbers odd. All the other animals had fun, but Bear was sleeping and he missed it. That's no fun. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see? We can pop more corn and we can brew more tea." Oh, now all the animals, even Bear, are going to have fun together. Bear gulps and he gobbles. He sighs with delight. Then he spins tall tales. He's going to tell some stories through the blustery night. And when the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. All his friends stayed up all night while he was asleep, and now they're tired, while he is wide awake. I'm glad they all had fun together, aren't you? Good job, my friends. That's the end of our big book, Bear Snores On. So we're going to say the end. The end. Good listening, my friends. Thank you very, very much. Well, we're not going to sing that song again. Let's do something else. We're going to learn some sign language today. Sign language is really cool. It's when we use our hands to say words instead of our mouths. Can you wiggle your fingers and show me you're ready for sign language? We're going to learn 3 words in sign language today. These animals go to sleep when it's really cold outside, so we're going to learn the sign for cold. Do you feel cold right now? Maybe not right now, but when you go outside, you'll feel cold. Can you shiver like you're cold? Cold. Cold. This is the sign for cold. Cold. Good job. Shiver. What big animal sleeps when it's cold outside? What animal have we talked about today? Bear. We're going to learn the sign for bear. Can you cross your arms and make some bear claws? Make some bear claws, and you can make a bear face too. This is the sign for bear. 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 Good job. The bear is cold. Bear. Good job. The third word we're going to learn is the word for sleep, because all these animals are going to sleep when it's cold outside. Can you put your hand in front of your face like this? Can you close it? And then you close your eyes too. Sleep. 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 Very good. This is how you say sleep in sign language. Sleep. The cold bear goes to sleep. Sleep. Good job, my friends. We just learned 3 words today in sign language. What did we learn? How do we do cold? We learned cold. We learned bear. Bear. Good job. And we learned, let's go to sleep. Sleep. Oh, you are so smart, my friends, for learning those words. Good job. Be sure you practice them and you'll get really good at them too. Can you clap in sign language? This is how we clap and say good job in sign language. Clap, 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 clap. Good job. Thank you very much for doing sign language with me. Okay, it's not just bears that go to sleep and hibernate. There are other animals too. Do you remember what animal this is? It's duck. Duck is a bird. Birds do stuff when it gets cold outside too. They don't hibernate, but they do something special. It's getting colder. What does bird do? Getting colder. What does bird do? Getting colder. What does bird do? What does bird do? My story time, friends. You know what bird does? He flies. He flies south where it's warmer. Can you fly? Can you flap your arms? Fly, fly, fly. Bird flies south with all his friends. Bird flies south with all his friends. Bird flies south with all his friends. That's what bird does, my story time, friends. Good job. That's what bird does. Do you remember who this is? This is squirrel. What does squirrel do? Wind is blowing. What does squirrel do? Wind is blowing. What does squirrel do? Wind is blowing. What does squirrel do? What does squirrel do? My story time, friends. You know what squirrel does when it gets cold outside? They find all their yummy food. Find and hide their yummy food. Can you find your food? We have to gather up all of our food. Squirrel really likes acorns. Pretend you're picking up acorns too. Find and hides her yummy food. Finds and hides her yummy food. Finds and hides her yummy food. That's what squirrel does. My story time, friends. Very good. And then we've got bear. What does bear do in the cold time? Do you remember? Winter's here now. What does bear do? Winter's here now. What does bear do? Winter's here now. What does bear do? What does bear do? My story time, friends. He goes to sleep. That's right. You are absolutely right. He'll sleep until the springtime comes. Sleep until the springtime comes. Sleep until the springtime comes. That's what bear does. My story time, friends. Oh, good job. That's what all these animals will do in the cold months, in the winter time. But then when it gets warm outside, we'll see these animals. We'll see more bugs. Lots of stuff comes in the spring, doesn't it? Good job, my friends. Let's read one more storybook. We've got time for one more. This book's called Bears in Beds. Do bears sleep in beds? No, bears sleep in caves or in logs. Maybe you have a stuffed teddy bear that sleeps in your bed. These bears sleep in beds, though, because it's just a story. Let's read this book, and then we'll say goodbye. Are you sitting down one more time with me? Listening ears on one more time? Catch a bubble one more time? Very good. Here comes the last story, Bears in Beds. Five empty beds. Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are waiting there. It's time to sleep. But where are the bears? Here comes sleepy Big Brown Bear. It's like Big Bear over here. He climbs into bed and he is happy there. Now comes drowsy Yellow Bear. He takes the bed near Big Brown Bear. Fuzzy, here's Fuzzy Bear. She whirls in like a circus bear. She swirls into bed with a twirly flare. There's a blur of fur. Is that a bear? Yep, it's Calico tumbling with Floppy Bear. No wrestling before bed. "It's time to sleep," says Big Brown Bear. He gets out of bed to untangle the heap. No time for wrestling. Everybody get into bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Big Brown Bear makes 5. He tucks them in. Then Big Brown Bear blows a kiss goodnight. Can you blow a kiss? Mwah! To all 4 bears. Out goes the light. It's cozy in there. 5 warm beds hold 5 warm bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoosh goes the sound. In the middle of the night, Big Brown Bear wakes up with a fright. Oh no, what was that noise? Whoosh, 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 moans the fill in the air. Is that the wind, Big Brown Bear? Oh no, rattle, rattle, rattle. From under the chair, he turns on the light to see what's there. Oh, it's the bears. It's Fuzzy, it's Yellow, and Calico Bear. Floppy peers from under the chair. They got out of bed. They heard the wind and they had a scare. They're afraid to stay in their beds over there. If they're afraid to stay in their beds, where should they go? Oh, they're going to get in Big Brown Bear's bed. Come snuggle close, says Big Brown Bear. So the 4 little bears scramble up there. Now all 5 bears are in one bed. He reads them a story about 3 bears and a pesky girl with golden hair. Do you know the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears? Their eyes slowly close. Soft snores fill the air from one big bed full of 5 sleeping bears. That was really nice of Big Brown Bear to share his bed and read them a story, wasn't it? Guess what, my friends? That's the end, so we're going to say the end. The end. Thank you for helping the 5 bears in this book. Well, friends, look for a bear, but he's probably sleeping. So all these animals are going to hibernate when it's colder. Are you going to hibernate? Are you going to go to sleep for a long, long time? No. Are you going to wake up tomorrow and play again? Okay, that sounds like a plan. I like it very much. Thank you very much for coming to Story Time today. Miss Sarah will be here tomorrow for Toddler Story Time, and I'll see you next week for Toddler Story Time too. Let's sing a goodbye song before we go. Do you want to sing one more song with me? Let's sing Goodbye Friends. Can you wave goodbye like this? We're going to sing Goodbye Friends, Goodbye Friends, Goodbye Friends. It's time to say goodbye. Can you wave goodbye to the cameras on the walls? Goodbye, our friends. And now let's sing the song one more time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. I had so much fun with you in story time. I'll see you next time. And remember, you made today a special day just by being you. I'll see you next time, my friends. Have a great day at the library. I'm going to get more bears out to play with, too.